Hello, people. I don't know. Um, Hi. I don't really know where I was going with this. It's been a while. I know. My hair is usually not this curly. But I kind of want to talk about something. Um, Hold on, let me. Okay. So I kind of want to explain something that happened a few days ago. I wasn't really feeling like I wasn't okay. I wasn't feeling as teary and helpful as I usually am with people. And so I almost got into an argument with one of my friends about it because I kept on bringing myself down even more and more, and I've always had a problem with bringing myself down with insecurities and whatnot. I felt like I wasn't going to do good for YouTube or anything. And this is kind of a touchy subject since YouTube has become more different than it was. It's more strict about stuff, and I wasn't feeling myself. I wasn't feeling okay. I was depressed. I just kept on bringing myself down because of stuff like it was just mainly more in my head of people not liking me, people being rude to me and judging me from being a part of LGBT, which I can understand because most people don't understand LGBT. Like, it's more. Let me start over. A couple days ago, I wasn't feeling okay. I wasn't feeling myself as usual, kind of. And the day after I got arguing with my friend about it, my friend, my 7th grade friend, she had a different types of note cards for LGBT up on her locker. Like, there's rainbows and stuff and pride and whatnot. But a whole bunch of the boys kept on tearing it down because they think it's not fair that we can show our LGBT pride to the world, but they can't show their straightness to people. I honestly got mad a little at that, but I could kind of understand because it's probably not them thinking it's bad. It's probably because their parents think it's bad or something, but they don't understand that in several states, well, all the states, the more natural way of going with everything is to date and repopulate with the opposite sex and get married to them. But it's still not okay for a guy and a guy to get together, or a woman and a woman to get together and have a life. But we, the LGBT community, which I probably bet most of you are out there just kind of watching this, I think, I hope, I don't know, see this, but we only get one day a year to celebrate who we actually are. And to me, that's kind of a good thing because it's something that we can do. It's something that we're proud of showing. And a lot of school stuff, like violence and shootings, happen from kids being bullied from other kids for being different than everybody else. But kind of more of the reason why I wanted to do this video was because for the past few days I have been watching Jacksepticeye, which is one of my most favorite YouTubers ever. Played a fan game that a whole lot of people made and joined together for him for whenever he wasn't in his best of ways. He didn't know which way to take his career. He didn't know where else to go. He was just kind of stuck in his self-doubt. And stuck. He wasn't himself. He wasn't his, okay self. A lot of people realized that and started making this game. But, I watched this entire thing. And the last episode, which, sorry if you guys haven't seen it, if I'm spoiling it, but, the last one got to me a lot because it talked about how in videos Jack is this one person that's all happy and cheery. Then outside of videos, whenever he's looking at other videos or he's editing, uploading, he's his regular self that nobody sees because the camera. Nobody really sees who anybody else is out of social media because everybody is so worried about entertaining others when that's not even the case. It doesn't have to be the case. But I started crying because I related to this episode. Well, this last part of this game that he played, because he was fighting with his original self before he started YouTube, how he became to be and whatnot. And I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this. I'm sorry. But I related it to a lot because every day I'm stuck challenging my own insecurities about myself and at school. And it has recently gotten harder for me too. Before I even started watching this, because the day I got into a fight with my friend about how I'm worried a lot at school. Not really at school anymore. But how I was worried last year and whatnot, of how people thought of me. I wasn't really myself. Every single time I look in the mirror, I don't see anything good about me. And Jack and Markiplier and all those YouTubers, there's Bob Wade, there's a whole bunch of YouTubers that I watch. There's Sam and Colby, there's their entire group of people I watch. But I related to this episode a lot more than anything else because he was battling his own self about his own ways of how he was, and he explained it throughout the video. But one of the quotes at the end of the game that played really got to me, and it really kind of represented how I am every day. That I put sticky notes up on my computer for it. It says, "Too often, we're our own hardest critics and our own biggest bullies. We belittle the impact we have on others. We're too critical of ourselves or underestimate our own gifts and talents." Recently, I haven't felt like I was good at the stuff that would always help me get away from reality. Like, I like to sing, I like to draw, I love to dance. I love to move. And to see this video of Jack made me really question why I hate myself, why there's stuff that I don't like about me, why I follow labels, why? It's just the big question. Why do we have to define what's normal and what's not? Why do we have to put everybody in each and every of these categories? We're all human. Even out of the way of the camera, we're all human. Throughout the day, we live our lives just trying not to stand out too much, trying to be ourselves, but not really ourselves. We get pulled away from our own selves to turn into this complete other person for others. And this episode really helped see that I shouldn't be like that, and it really has inspired me, like it also has said to Jack. But it really inspired me to not believe what people say, not to hear about them being like offensive to the community that I specify in. Like, everybody's human, everybody does their own thing. But I want to let you all know that I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you want to hate me for me being gay. All I want to do is just to make other people happy, to care for them, and also to have people care for me back, just like I treat them. I don't treat people rudely. I don't dress up in the best, like, brands. I just be myself. And this video has really showed me how to do that and inspired me to do myself. And I drew this today to start to get somewhat good at shading for drawing. But this is what I did today. Up here's the sketch, and that's the one I'm still working on. But that